and welcome back to another vlog. So the current situation is it's Saturday and it has rained today, first time properly since we've been in South Australia. Apparently some cyclones have hit. So at 6 o'clock this morning we got woken up by thunder and really heavy rain and lightning, because it's still dark at 6 AM here at the moment, so that's fine. But the park run was cancelled, so we did go out for a little jog a little bit later, but not too far. But it's really nice because it's warm. And the other update is I'm going to be doing today's bit of vlog covering ketchup, because we've just been to the shopping centre to get some tea towels and boring stuff for our house, and I have squirted ketchup on myself basically because somebody said to me on one of my YouTube comments that you should try a sausage roll and you have to have them with ketchup, which is something that back home people probably do if they really love ketchup, but if it's a good sausage roll, wouldn't normally necessarily do. Maybe it depends where you are from in the country. So you might notice there's some ketchup on me and my shorts today, but I'm not going back to get changed. Basically they've got these squeezy things and I was like, oh, I wonder if you just squeeze it. So tip, if you have one, don't squeeze it in your own direction, because I basically got covered completely by the ketchup. Now, we are still in our Airbnb. If you do not know me, hi, obviously my name's Amber and I've just started this YouTube vlog. We have just moved to South Australia. We've been here about 5 weeks and we are in an Airbnb currently. We've got 6 weeks there, so we've got about 8 days left, and we have just found our rental and we are moving into there slowly. We've basically got loads of stuff to sort out. So yeah, so today and this weekend obviously it's raining anyway, so we just need to get our flat pack stuff done. We've had a couple of deliveries which I'll show you through, and yeah, and then tonight we're going to a country music show as part of the Adelaide Fringe. So I'll probably drop in a bit from the other day, video I filmed the other day, and then I'll show you what we're up to in the house and what we get up to today. So basically we ended up going to Harvey Norman's discount store in Marion, and there's a few of those, and that was recommended to us because basically what they do is if you take a photo of everything you want, if you're getting loads of stuff, they'll just knock even more off the price. So we got everything, or a lot of stuff for a really good price. We've got 4 main things. So we got the fridge freezer, we got the telly, we got the washing machine, which is down there. Oh, and we got the Dyson Hoover, which is upstairs because I've used it. So we got 4 things, and we also got an air fryer, I got a blender and a kettle as well, and it all came to like $2,000 or something, which was pretty good. So basically what happened on Thursday was I had to sit here all day waiting for them to come because we had no idea what time they were going to come all day, and my car was in the garage, so I went to a different garage. I had to walk back, get back here and make sure I was here on time, and then we got a text to say they were coming in the afternoon, so I then went up to the little shop up the road and got a couple of bits so I can make myself tea and coffee and just a couple of bits for the house like scissors. And we've just been out to get some more bits. We've just got some glasses and a set of knives, and then we also bought a set of pans from a little store in the Colonnades where they had a discount on. So this is currently like the state of the place basically. Now you might be wondering how I got on with the flat packing, because the last time you saw me in the house we were doing the TV stand and I got stuck basically pretty much straight away. So Torrin came home, we sorted it out, and then we realised actually we'd missed a step in the instructions, and now we need to take it apart again. So it's currently kind of half made up down here, and I'll go and show you what I got up to on Thursday, or tried to. I did get started and tried my best to build just a bedside cabinet, and then I realised that we needed a hammer to finish it. So this is what I've done. So this is how I left it. So I did most of that, and then I needed to hammer in the bits at the back here, and then I put those bits together temporarily. And again, I wasn't really sure with a couple of bits from the instructions what I was supposed to be doing. I couldn't get the little screws to go in, so I've left it because I don't want to make holes and stuff. But for me, this is quite a good attempt for somebody who I really struggle with just reading instructions in that format. I would rather be shown how to do stuff. That's kind of my learning style, or I'll just do it. So yeah, so we've got a fun day ahead of That was an interesting experience. So basically I'd put drawers together without putting the bottom on first, So Torrin had to come and help undo those bits. And then this bit I thought looked odd, was back to front, and I couldn't work it out the whole way through because even though I'd looked at it on YouTube, it saw it wrong. And then there's a bit on the back that I've done upside down too. So, but that does not really affect the drawers. So here we go. There's still a whole other one to do. I just sort of accept this probably isn't my finest talent. And sometimes there are things that you can do and that you should try again. And sometimes you should accept you're not very good at it, but I'm going to have to keep trying, I guess. Yeah, I'm hoping that we never leave the country now because this is way too painful. What I'm more interested about is the fact that there's loads of cool parrots. So I'm looking at the window and the trees are full of birds. You can probably hear some of them. And yeah, like parrots, those kind of birds. And it's just really nice. And I can't wait till I can wake up in the morning, roll open the door, put the fly thing across and just listen to the birds with a cup of coffee in bed on the weekends. So we finished doing the furniture stuff at about 3:30. Well, not finished, had enough of it. And now we've just got back, had a shower and getting changed, and we're going off to get on the train to the city, gonna have some dinner, and then we are going to a country music show, sort of cover band, so that'll be lovely. We're meeting a couple of Torrin's work friends, and yeah, a nice relaxing evening after a day's stressing about how to do flat pack furniture. By the way, I managed to do the 2 bedside cabinets with a bit of help here and there. Woo! Hello, it is now Sunday morning and I will tell you about what we've been up to. So yesterday, yeah, we went down to, we went up to Adelaide and went to the Fringe country music evening. Now, this was really interesting, it was not really what I was expecting at all. So last night we went to this country music show, but it was not what we thought it was going to be. So I'll get into that. So we went out for dinner, we met a couple of people, and I tried a chicken palmy for the first time, which is like a chicken schnitzel they have here with like ham and like cheese melted onto the top of it. And I got gravy and it was so good. So we got the train up, went and had dinner, had a drink before we went, which was nice. And it was in the Regal Theatre in Adelaide. I hadn't really paid attention to where it was, to be honest, but it was supposed to be like, yeah, country style music. Now back home, I was in Young Farmers and sort of come from a country background, so we would love that kind of stuff. And I'd really picked it because my partner likes country music. Obviously it was going to be like older, a lot older sort of genre country music, but love a bit of Dolly Parton. So anyway, we got there and we're like, where is everybody? So you go in like the theatre bit and we got a drink and we walked in and immediately realised this was not what we thought. It was literally everyone was just sitting in chairs in the theatre. I'd say 80% over the age of 70, a few maybe over 50, and probably a handful in their late 40s. And then there was me and my partner and a couple of girls that he's met through work. So I thought it was going to be like just an area where everyone maybe stands in the dance area, everyone's got like a pint of cider and all of that. There wasn't really a pint of cider in sight, to be honest. So we just laughed. Anyway, we sat down, obviously in this theatre, and it was good music, you know, but I think we thought it was going to be more like country shirts, like cowboy boots, like everyone kind of just dancing. It wasn't really what I thought, but I thought it was brilliant because that's what Fringe is about. Something, not really knowing what exactly you're going to experience, and it can be quite bad quite often from what I hear. So we had a good evening, and then something crazy happened. We went to a nightclub afterwards. Now I'm 30, so occasionally I used to go out with work, but it wouldn't, like, it's probably been a couple of years since I've been to a proper club, to be honest. So yeah, so this morning we are now back at the house. We had a bit of a lie-in because we didn't get back till like 1:15. Mind-blowing, I know, I'm so tired. And today it's warm again outside, but it's rained overnight, so it's kind of tropical. It's quite nice actually because it's not too hot. But like last night I wore my dress and it was still 22 degrees at night, so even though it rained all day, it's weird, it's nice. You just think that when you're going to walk out in the rain, it's going to be cold, because that's what we're used to, but it's not. So yeah, it's good that we had some rain. And yeah, so we just went and got a couple of bits, and now I think the aim today is to get the bed put up. My partner's now fiddling around with the internet downstairs. because we didn't get that to work yesterday, which is a bit of a sore subject. But yeah, I think if we can just get the bed done, and then we can carry on with the rest of the day, and I'll update you with that later. Hello, so it is obviously now later on, and we managed to get the bed put up, the mattress sort of rolled out onto that to let that settle. And we actually got quite a few more things in IKEA. It was a bit of an awful experience, to be honest. I don't really want to go back there. But we've got a few different things, which hopefully you'll see in the next few days. And we'll just come back to our Airbnb. So we've got one more week officially here today from then. So it's quite an exciting day for us, sort of, because it's our 4-year anniversary today. So we are going down to Drifters in Noarlunga just to get some pizza, which is quite a chilled pizza and beer kind of place. But we thought we'd better do something. So that's 4 years of us being in a relationship as such. And for those of you who don't know, we are engaged, and we got engaged in Vietnam about a year and a bit or so, maybe a year and a half ago now. And then automatically basically decided that we would still travel rather than spend money on a wedding, and end up obviously coming to Australia, which we started planning about 2 months after engagement, to be fair. So that's where we are. So yeah, I feel very lucky and very happy, and it'd be nice just to go and do something tonight. Again, like we're doing something all the time, so just another excuse really. So that'll be quite nice and chilled out. And then yeah, next week we'll get all moved into the house. But yeah, we've also been to, I think we've done 23 countries together in 4 years. Obviously moved to the other side of the world, so it'll be nice just to go out and have some dinner. And then yeah, I'll keep you updated with the next stuff. Hello again. So I have just come back to the house. I've been on a nice walk and lunch date with a few girls today. I've just come back because I'm waiting for another small delivery, and it's quite nice because I've actually come in, and this is the first time I feel like this is home. Like I could stay here now for the afternoon, whereas the other days I just couldn't really wait to get away. But I think now because there's a few things here, and like there's almost a bedroom, yeah, I feel like it's quite homely. It's starting to feel homely, and I'm getting excited about the things I can put in here, and I'm excited about being in this area and being able to start settling and being within the community. So yeah, that's quite nice. Hello and welcome back again. So it's now Friday, so I can't actually remember. It's probably like last weekend or something that I showed you the house. We haven't really been this much. I've kind of been out just enjoying myself and sorting other things out. So what happened was Tuesday night, I went and picked up all of this stuff off of the Buy for Nothing page, and I'm going to have a look through it now. So essentially, it's obviously Friday, so Sunday we're officially moving in. And we've got enough stuff here now we can live. So the Buy for Nothing page, it's a bit of a weird kind of Facebook group thing that you can only join like one, and it has to be the local area where people give stuff away, obviously for free. And I was quite pleased because basically it's kind of a fight to get stuff sometimes. And the woman just basically said, I've got to get rid of all of this stuff and I'd rather it all went at once. So I was like, oh, okay. And it's all kitchen stuff. So I said, look, I've given enough. I commented, I've given away all of my stuff to people back home, which I have, like pretty much quite good stuff we've given away for free, or a few pounds. And I said, I'm restarting everything again. And I said, look, I'm happy to get and take everything from you. So I said, look, I'll take everything and then I'll give out what I don't need to other people, because it is getting expensive. Like it's just all of the little things. So now basically I'm going to sort through it. So there's like mixing bowls, there's a clock, there's colanders, pans, there's a blender. I even had an air fryer from her, but I'd already bought one. So one of Torrin's colleagues needed an air fryer, so we've given it to him. Now, for the benefit of my friends who absolutely love houseware stuff, I thought I'd show you these awesome coasters that I got last week in a little homeware shop. We absolutely love turtles, having done a lot of snorkeling. I've got 2 of these for soap because I thought, you know what, new house, I don't want it all in horrible plastic bottles, and they were quite cheap too. Now, the thing I'm most excited about is these lovely little mugs that I got. Yeah, I've got 4 of these, so 2 in each. It's kind of like a clay pot feel. I think tea and even coffee sometimes, it tastes better in a nice mug. And for tea, I like a thick mug. I don't know why that is. I just think it tastes nice when you've got like a proper solid pot of tea. So I was just checking that these trays fit, cutlery trays. Again, that the scale's given me. She's literally just given me loads of kitchen stuff, which is awesome. They need a bit of a clean out. So while I'm doing this, I was just going to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed and liked all of my stuff. It really doesn't cost you anything, it's free if you subscribe. So what I will say is, one of my videos the other day, I was quite shocked about the amount of views they got. So thank you for everyone who has supported me. And I'm nearly at 500 subscribers. I think at the moment I only need like 40 more at the time of posting this. Obviously, we probably would have moved into the house by the time you see this video. But if you're somebody who has watched a couple and hasn't subscribed, to subscribe costs you nothing. It just does me sort of a favour and pushes it out there. I've always wanted to do YouTube, so if you could just subscribe or like, it's really helpful. And just give me a comment so that I know that you're watching, basically. Now, so she's given me all these bowls as well. That seems like quite a nice mixing bowl. That's a good glass bowl as well. We like a glass bowl. I mean, this is like really good stuff. Yeah, it's got a few scratches, but there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think I'm going to need all of these glass bowls, so what should I do? Should I just keep? It's one of these things where you feel like, oh, you don't want to get into the habit of just keeping stuff for the sake of it, because you just end up then when you move thinking, why I've got this much stuff. Like, I don't want us to have so much stuff that it's just ridiculous. But actually, maybe one of those could be used as a salad bowl. Let's see what else we've got first. So, okay, so there's a whole box there of cutlery that the girl's given me as well. But I'd already bought these ones that are like literally the basic ones from like BW or whatever it is. I'm not going to just return them because I don't even know the receipt is. So I think what I'll do is I'll unpack these and then look through there, see what spare stuff there is, and then I'll offer out to other people what we don't need, because it's probably nice to have more than 4 forks, especially when you have guests. When we moved in together initially, Torrin only had 4 of everything, and then I had 4 of everything, or pretty much. But when like the whole family came over, we had to ask them to bring bowls and cutlery because there was always more than 8 people, so it's quite funny. So it's nice to have some spare stuff. But Colonnades, we went to one of the shops there. They've got like loads of pans and stuff on really good sale, and knives. So we bought a really nice knife set, to be fair, for not too much money. And I thought that's something like I don't mind having. But I have decided that if we move again, especially if we end up going back to England for some reason, don't think we will, I will be posting this stuff because we can't afford to buy everything again. This is the box of cutlery and stuff. This factory's even given us the boxes. There's some like proper knives. That's cool. A potato peeler. Brilliant. This is another bag and box that she has given us for free again. There's some things here that I'm not sure what they are, but we'll work it out when they're all together. So I've got a rolling pin. And this is the best. There's like a selection of tongs, which is just so handy for when you're cooking. That's just all these things I would have had to buy. But how many pairs do I need? Probably 2 is plenty. Tin opener, a big colander. Ooh. Okay. Definitely going to be keeping those ones. Right, so I think you've probably got the gist of that. This is going to take me a long time to go through. So please like and subscribe, and I'll leave this video here. Depending on how long I've talked for will be how much you see of that. Obviously, if you want to see how we progress with stuff, subscribe. I've got some other news that I'll put in another video, I think. And yeah, see you soon. Like, subscribe, bye.